really thought sitting this close to the camera would keep me in focus and not my bookshelves, but the camera's doing what it wants, and to be perfectly honest, I wouldn't want this in focus either. So hi everyone! Before we jump into today's video, I just want to let you guys know that I will be doing NaNoWriMo this year, like I did last year, but I will be vlogging, and it has worked out so well because, as you guys know, I was in New York last week, came back Saturday morning, I'm completely dead, I have no idea what's going on, and you know, the clock's going back, that did not help. I'm just so confused, as usual, but you know, I'm more confused, which is confusing because I didn't think that was possible. Anyway, I didn't upload my New York vlog on Sunday, I'm going to upload it this Sunday, but that means I took this week off from vlogging, which means we're getting there eventually. On Thursday, tomorrow, when Nano starts, I can vlog and start it as like a fresh vlog. So I'll still upload my weekly vlogs on Sundays, it's just it'll be Thursday to Thursday. It'll be a little bit delayed in time, I don't even know. It'll make sense, hopefully, but we're going with it. Today I'm going to share with you guys my October book haul. Now, can we just preface, I know I am known for my book hauls. I know I buy way too many books. And I know I did a discussion video on booktube consumerism, and then I did a 204 book unhaul. Well, October was my birthday, and I was also in New York. I only accumulated 10 books. I know, we are almost in the single digits, and I said that would never happen, but I was in single digits until today when my friend was like, hey, your birthday present like got lost in the mail so they had to refund it, I'll buy you a book. And one of the books that I bought earlier in the month, literally like the start, no, it was on my birthday I bought it, it's a duplicate, so it's like, it's a nicer addition to a book that I already have, so like it's a swap rather than a straight up like addition to my TBR. Anyway, enough blabbering, we're gonna go into it. What is that transition? That is not a transition, oh my god. So we'll start off with my duplicate. Oh my gosh, I'm so close to my tripod right now just because I'm trying to like keep me in focus, because that is an issue I've been having and I keep hitting the tripod. Anyway, the duplicate I bought was The Roanoke Girls by Amy Engel. I just am in love with this cover, and it's the larger paperback. It's not that floppy, but you know, I have somewhere on my shelf, I need to dig it out and unhaul it. I have a different cover and I don't like it as much as this one, so now I have this one and I'm really excited. I bought that book in my favourite second-hand bookstore in Edinburgh, which is Armchair Books, just off the Grassmarket. Oh my god, I'm not in focus. Why? Why? Thank you. Now just keep it there. In that same bookstore, I was just walking past the shelves, and this book wasn't even like properly out yet. They must have just got it. I got an arc of a book that I've been highly anticipating reading, and I can finally read it. Notes for My Captivity by Kathy Parks. All I can recall, and I'm kind of trying not to cheat and just read the back because I don't want to know too much. There's a girl who's like a journalist, or she wants to be a journalist, and I think she goes to Russia? Why did I say like that? Russia? Yeah, she ends up going to like Russia, and I think basically this family like kind of kidnap her in a way. I don't know. We'll find out when I read it. Hello. What are you even focusing on over there? Is it the lights? I don't know. I bought one new release this month, which I never really buy new releases, just because, but this one had to happen. I picked up Dear Evan Hansen, the novel by Val Emmett, with Steve Levinson, Benj Pasek and Justin Paul, who are the creators of the musical, which I saw on Broadway last week, and oh my god, you guys, like, I can't even talk about it. Thinking about You'll Be Found, my heart bursts, literally. Anyway, I am so excited to read the novelization of this gorgeous musical, and I just hope it lives up to how wonderful the stage show is. For those of you that don't know, I don't know how, but basically Dear Evan Hansen is about this boy, Evan Hansen, and he's like really anxious and stuff, and he has to write letters to himself, hence Dear Evan Hansen, and a whole load of crap happens where somebody dies, and then that person has like no friends, but they find this Dear Evan Hansen letter and they think that it's like this kid's suicide note, and then Evan kind of goes along with it and he gets all wrapped up, and it's a hot ass mess, but he did a lot of good for like suicide awareness and stuff. And my heart can't take it. I'm gonna put this down before I actually sob. Whilst I was away, a book came for me, and that is The Price Guide to the Occult by Leslie Walton. I have heard very mixed things about this one, but I do believe that a lot of people who've read this didn't actually like read Ava Lavender, so they're probably just not expecting magical realism. I find that happens a lot. A lot of people who aren't expecting a book to be magical realism or whatever read it and they're like, what the fuck is this? So I'm being open-minded and I am very excited to read it, but I feel like I should read Ava Lavender first. I do that. I like to read authors' works kind of chronologically, because like if I read this and love it, I don't want to be disappointed by their earlier works. Do you know what I mean? And the final book for books purchased in this continent is the book that Rebecca bought me today for my birthday. It didn't take me as long as I thought it would to pick a book out, but it definitely took longer than she would have liked to have spent in the bookstore. But I finally decided on The Poet X by Elizabeth Acevedo. I mean, I just had to, because this is one of the books, I'm sure, yeah I do, I have a NetGalley ARC, but as it's written in verse, which, let's be real, everybody here knows about this book, I really want to highlight it. Like, I can't deal with poetry like digitally. Why I'm just covering my face now, I don't know. I want to highlight it, and when people buy me books, right, I always feel really guilty if I don't read them like quickly. So I was like, if I get this, it's written in verse, it's going to be a super quick read, so it's like I will pick it up. Like I could literally turn around tonight and say I'm going to read this, because it's literally 350 pages, but it's in verse, so it's going to be a super quick read, so I won't have it sitting on my shelves for ages and ages and ages and have Rebecca be like, why did I buy you that? So definitely going to pick this up very soon actually. Keep an eye out. What the fuck was that? And now we move on to the New York purchases. I made a travel diary. I did a little montage-y, time-lapsey thing that you guys might have seen, and I literally had a page written out titled Books to Buy. And there was only one book on that list. There still is only one book on that list. And I did not buy that book. I really wanted to buy Summer Bird Blue by Kemi Dawn Bowman because I adored Starfish. Day one, we end up in Barnes & Noble because I was like, hey, let's get this over done with. Like, let me go into this bookstore and try and not die. And I saw it and there was like 7 copies and I was like, oh my god. But then I thought, might find it in like the Strand, or maybe somebody will have bought it and sold it onto Book Off. I don't know. I thought about going to Books of Wonder and I thought, oh, I know that I want to buy this YA title, so like obviously I would be buying YA regardless, but in my head I was like, let's go to the kids bookshop. Never ended up in Books of Wonder. The Strand didn't have Summer Bird Blue, and I never ended up going back to Barnes & Noble to get a copy of it. So it's also, I don't really like hardbacks, so I was a bit like, do I really want to spend like $18 on a hardback when I'd prefer a paperback? So I'm just gonna hold out and wait until it comes out in the UK, despite not getting the one and only book I said I wanted to buy in New York, because it never happens. Every time I go to New York and I have a specific book in mind to buy, I end up not buying it. I did get myself 5 books. I don't know why that math took me so long. I also bought a notebook and I'm going to show you guys it because I feel like it's relevant. Actually, I bought 2 notebooks. I got a standard composition notebook because I saw it and was like, oh my god, they're real, so I needed it. I knew that this notebook was being released, right, which is weird because like it's a notebook, but you'll get it in a minute. I saw it in the Strand. I got this notebook, which, can you guys guess? Can you, does that look familiar? Does it look familiar? So this notebook was designed by Coralie Bickford Smith, who wrote The Fox and the Star, which is up there. We're gonna be in a different angle, but who's Karen? No, me. So yeah, she wrote and illustrated The Fox and the Star, which is a book I adore, that so much so that I got fox tattooed on my body. Asked permission, don't worry. I always feel like I need to say that just because I know that like a lot of people do just go and get tattoos of things they like and like it's another artist, but I did ask the artist if I could get another artist to put it on my body, so don't worry. But this was just $18 for this gorgeous like cloth kind of fabric hardback notebook. Oh, I forgot about these. I bought what are these called? Postcards. I was like, notebook, paper cards, what the hell? Less people, more cats, because the truth. And I also got, I am a book hoarder, and like scored out and says collector, because exactly, I'm not a hoarder, I'm a collector. There's a fine line. I'm definitely crossing it at points, but it's just, it's got the stars on the inside, it's so cute. It's literally just a plain lined notebook. Well, I'm saying plain, it does have fox periodically throughout it. I will probably never use this, but I needed it in my life, so it's fine. We went into Book Off. That was the first bookstore we went to, and you guys will probably recall me telling you that Book Off is a place where you're never in focus. Wow. Book Off is like a Japanese chain bookstore. There was actually one in Paris that I went to in Paris. While they do a lot of Japanese books, like books literally in Japanese, they have manga in Japanese, they are also like, they have like DVDs and shit as well. They are basically a second-hand store, so you can go in and sell your books and all that stuff. And they obviously, like, it doesn't seem to be a very big thing, at least not in Manhattan, to have that sort of thing. Like, there's not even like thrift stores. So they obviously get a lot of people coming in with a lot of stuff, and they have like rows of books for $1. Like, just let that sink in, $1. So I obviously spent some time browsing. Last year there were so many books and I was like, I'll have this one, I'll have this one, I'll have this one. And it's funny because while I was there, I could see books that last year I would have picked up. Even a few months ago I'd have been like, yeah, I'll just take that, it's only $1. But after sitting down having that discussion with myself, really, but with the camera and you guys, about consumerism, I just was not drawn to pick them up. Like, I was just like, no, like, I don't need it. I was really hoping they'd have some books that were on my wish list there, but like, there wasn't really anything. I did make one purchase of $1 book, and it was a book that I'd never heard of, but like, I like doing that when I'm away. Like, there's just something about picking up a random book, because like, I'm always going to be drawn to that book for the memory of where I got it. This is a completely different conversation, but I picked up The Race for Paris by Meg Waite Clayton, and obviously Paris, I was like, oh, I want to buy that, and like the Book Off link with Paris, in my head it made so much sense, but it was only $1, and I only just really kind of skimmed the back of it. But it's inspired by the extraordinary female journalists who were among the first to report the Allied liberation even of Paris from the Nazis in 1944. And it basically follows two war correspondents on their quest to document and make history. And I just thought, it's based on truth and it's about Paris, kind of historical, and it does sound like something that I would love to pick up anytime sort of between November and February, and I don't have many historical fiction like that draws me in, so this is a very well justified purchase in my mind. If I haven't read this by the end of this year, or within a year, because obviously I've said February, shout at me, but I do think I will get to this pretty soon. Are you guys impressed? I'm actually giving synopsises because I actually have time. This next book I also bought in Book Off, and it's my only regretful purchase, but not that I don't wish I had it. We'll get to it. I picked up Stalking Jack the Ripper by Kerry Maniscalco for $10. This is the hardback. I don't like hardbacks, we've established this. And the only reason I'm annoyed is because when I was in the Strand, they had the paperback for $10.99. Literally 99 cents more. I could have had the book I really wanted in the edition I wanted. Because the thing is, I wasn't going to buy it in hardback at $10 in Book Off, because Book Off is like my dollar store. But I went on Amazon to look at the paperback again, and don't stop flashing at me, charger, oh my god. It had like a big horrible banner on the front, so I was like, oh, I don't want that. The US paperback doesn't have that. So that was fun. The last novel I bought was Ask the Passengers by A.S. King. I picked this up in the Strand for $5. I picked it up because I know that Lala really likes A.S. King, but this is the one A.S. King that isn't on her favourites, so great. But this is something to do with somebody asking questions to passengers on a plane. I don't even know, it's probably magical realism. I have no idea, but I'm very excited to try A.S. King. And finally, I got 2 graphic novels slash manga. I got She and Her Cat by Makoto Shinkai, and the art by Tsubasa Yamaguchi. Butchering that, I'm sorry. And this is literally just about a girl and her cat. And I picked that up in, where did I get that? Kinokuniya. I got that in Kinokuniya. And I got the first volume of Chi's Sweet Home. I picked this up in the Strand, and actually also in Kinokuniya I got a little cuddly toy, like plush Chi, and oh, so cute. I'm so excited to read this. I have a feeling I'm gonna like cry and giggle, and oh, so I'm so excited about this. This was $25, but I've wanted it for so long, and it's like the same price if I buy it in the UK on Amazon or there, and I was like, you know what, I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna buy it because I want it and it's there. So I now have this. Okay, that is everything. That's all 10 books that I bought this month. Like, what the hell? Only 10. I'm so pleased with myself. Anyway, I would babble on even more, but my camera is gonna die again because it's a piece of shit at times. Like, seriously, you can charge it for ages and it's like, huh, no, I'm dead. But if it's full, it'll last like 3 weeks. What is even that about? What even is that about? Anyway, I'm gonna go before this literally cuts me off. Thank you guys so much for watching. We're getting so close to 1K. Someone opened the living room door, so that's why it's got noisy. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please comment down below, let me know which of these you think I will love the most, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!